Yeah, hi YouTube. It's Michael, and today I have a little bizarre experiment. It's a funny experiment because it is about a little thing I want to do for my real-time systems lecture at the university. And you see the scope. You see that there is a DC level shown on the scope, which is about 1 dot on the upper right corner, 1.8 volts, which is generated by a laser beam directed to a photo transistor. So this is the laser. Well, as a matter of fact, it is a sort of 1 milliwatt laser pointer directed to this photodiode. And the experiment is now that I want to develop a machine which makes it possible to make it visually fool you into believing that a drop of water is staying stationary in the air. So this is sort of the sensor construction. I want to use a laser beam, and then a drop of water falls through the laser beam, and then I want to detect it with a microcontroller so that I can determine the point where it is at the right position, so that I can trigger a flash of light, so the drop of water will be lit. So visually it looks like the water is the drop of water is staying stationary. So I got here a piece of plexiglass, which in the first run I used to simulate the drop of water, which is by itself also transparent, of course, but I hope that a little piece of light, the laser light, will be reflected or broken by the point of water so you can detect it. So what I do, this is a little awkward. So what I do is sort of like this, and I show you now on the scope what happens if I do this. You see, you can see that the DC level is interrupted. There is a noticeable drop as soon as I put the glass into the laser beam right? This is because a certain portion of the light, of course, is reflected by the piece of glass, or say the drop of water, and the microcontroller then will realize this and make some sort of measurement. And yeah, this is the principal idea, and I think I can get it working with this, right? So you use an ADC converter, which is what I've set up here, a DC converter connection, and the microcontroller then watches the level. Well, noticeable the level is when nothing interrupts the beam is very constant, right? And this is the assumption. And now I'm using my finger. I'm switching through it with my finger, like this. And then of course it will be totally gone. You see? Once I use my finger, of course it is totally gone because it reflects all the light. And I use a laser beam because the laser is a very bundled form of light and will probably be broken by a drop of water better than, say, would be infrared light. So this is the experiment. This is the basis for what I'm planning to do. And if you have some suggestions or maybe some ideas, you might drop me a line in the CQ. I'm working on this right now. So thanks for watching.